Kori Ade has quickly become one of the top figure skating coaches in the United States. A relative unknown in elite skating circles until a few years ago, the success achieved by Ade's top pupil, 2015 United States champion and 2014 Olympian Jason Brown, has catapulted Ade to the top tier of American coaches. 2 years ago, Ade packed up her family and moved from suburban Chicago to Monument, Colorado, where she now leads a Skate 7K training academy at the Colorado Sports Center. We visited Ade and her team this past August to find out more about the Skate 7K program and to check in on the progress of Ade's top pupils as we head into the competitive season.
The week has been amazing. It's competition readiness week, which is sort of an opportunity for everybody to get outside of their technical, get away from their technical selves and sort of tap into everything else that needs to happen for them to be competition ready. So we've brought in some amazing visitors, some guests. We had a pretty famous hip hop choreographer who used to skate. She came and visited, and the kids got way out of their comfort zone with her movement classes, which was super cool. And then yesterday we had a makeup artist come and give everybody makeovers and teach them how to do competition makeup. So, and then pretty much all week we've just been challenging them to emotionally get in touch with where they are and deal with it so that they can, I just said, empty the closet, let the skeletons out, deal with where you are, and let's move forward in a really healthy way.
One of the main qualities the skating community has noted over the past few seasons is the pleasant demeanor of Ade's students both on and off the ice. Setbacks don't seem to outwardly bother Ade or her pupils. We asked Kori the key to achieving this positive state and the tools used by Skate 7K Academy to keep her students motivated heading into a tough season.
Discussion, create a forum for discussion which is safe, where they feel like they're not only being listened to but able to speak freely and sort of provide either the opportunity for other people to learn from them or to learn from other people. And I think my TAPS program is sort of designed to allow them to just open up. I mean, I start every day with a topic and try to get them emotionally invested in whatever that topic is. One of the projects we've done this week is that I showed them a documentary. It was top 100 NFL players, and we looked at J.J. Watt's little documentary sort of thing, bio, and the format of a bunch of his teammates or opponents talking about what a beast he is and how great it is to be on the field with him and his energy, and then clips of him doing football, and then he would come on and say, I'm not going to be beaten. This is my mantra, or whatever he said. So then they are in charge of making their own personal documentary. So they're all running around with their smartphones, getting clips from other people, or filming themselves on the ice doing something phenomenal. So they're putting together their own little montage of like, how am I packaging myself this season, and who am I, and what do I want my legacy to be in the sport.
Although Ade students tend to show up at the U.S. Championships trained and ready to achieve personal best performances, the poor technical performances by Jason Brown and Mariah at the Broadmoor Open and Glacier Falls summer events a month before our visit raised some eyebrows. Kori spoke about her approach of putting students out in the competitive arena early in the season and her thoughts on her students' performances thus far.
Everybody's in a different place, and I think that there's value in seeing each of these kids as individuals and understanding that everybody has a plan that is designed to work for them and for when they want their peak performance to be. So nobody's on the same track, and I think that the model that I've created here allows for that. We have a really fluid schedule, so skaters aren't necessarily working with the same coach at the same time every day, but yet we're meeting them where they need to be met with their own personal needs. So sure, there were some kids that didn't have strong technical scores at Glacier Falls, and we were able to say, okay, then let's dial up the intensity of technical lessons with some of our coaches, or an edge call, for example. If somebody got an edge call, time to look at dartfish again, and figure out why that edge continues to be called. So just having that fluidity, I think, in the training plan will allow us to take those competition results. And I'm not afraid of putting my kids out publicly to get bad competition results. Let's be honest. Not everybody had a great competition, and that's okay, because the learning opportunity, in my opinion, is exponential when it's not a good result. I think every athlete and every elite coach in every sport says that. You know, you don't learn from your victories, you learn from your defeats. So taking that philosophy forward, I think, you know, I'm willing to accept whatever criticism people want to throw my way about what happened at Glacier Falls with all of my athletes. And I'm willing to say, that's fine, we've got a plan, let me take care of it.
Part of that plan included adding 3-time French national medalist and 2-time world competitor Vincent Restincourt to the Skate 7K team. Restincourt, known for his technical coaching prowess, has proven himself to be an invaluable member to AID's coaching staff.
I came here in December to rep Jason on quad, and I saw what is 7K, and I totally fell in love with the program, and Kori and Rory and all the coaches. And so at the end of the week, I was talking to Kori and I said, what do I need to do to move here? She said, just move, just come. So I came back in February, looked for houses and stuff, and then I moved.
Perhaps Restincourt's most important task will be helping Jason Brown lock in a consistent quad, a staple for any man eyeing the world's podium. We asked Restincourt about the progress on this element.
Jason is probably one of the most clever athletes that I know. He's so smart with his own body. He's the hardest worker I've ever seen. So athletic-wise, he's amazing. And we've been working on quad. Quad is coming. He landed a couple of them. So we're on the way. It's on the way.
In addition to Restincourt, former U.S. competitor turned show skater Roheen Ward has become a staple to the Skate 7K staff. Ward, best known for choreographing Jason Brown's now viral Riverdance Long program, has a unique relationship with AID. Ward lives with AID and her family, and the two have found a push-pull communication style when it comes to keeping in transitions, Ward's specialty, while enabling them to land their key technical elements, AID's main concern. Sometimes this can lend itself to a bit of friction in their relationship.
They have exhibition.
Yeah, they have exhibition.
Yeah.
So let them keep that energy for exhibition.
I'm not saying do more programs, I'm just saying like either 5-time rule sections, something that has to do with consistency.
That's not what this week is about.
Do the class. Roheen and I are going to duke it out in the back. Okay. No
You know I'm
problem.
gonna win.
No, you're not. So we're at the point where we have not allowed them to do any watering down of any choreography. So all summer they have to be diligent about their components, and we're sort of playing around with tweaking maybe entrances to jumps, you know, what's going to make this jump landable to a percentage that I'm happy with, which would be 90% of the time. Is this jump landable? And if not, that's where the Roheen-Kori dialogue can take place, and we can talk about, you know, it's not going to be a counter immediately into a triple axel. It's going to be a counter into a pushback, into a mohawk, into a triple axel. And that's where I put my foot down, and he knows that. He knows that that day is coming, so dun dun dun, Roheen, you know, your vision is amazing, but there's also, I can also bring the numbers and the math, and I can say, it ain't working, so we gotta fix it.
With the first Grand Prix event of the season just around the corner, the progress made by AID and the Skate 7K team will be put to the test. A test Restincourt feels Kori Ade is more than capable of acing.
There's so much to say. I can talk for 2 hours about Kori. She's just, she was amazing. Just on top of skating, she knows everything. She's just an amazing human being. I mean, what she does is totally right. So I think if she keeps doing what she does, US figure skating will be fine.
Now your whole head, shoulders, upper body was like, where's my lutz? You gotta keep yourself a little bit more centered. Nose over the center of your body. Could you feel yourself drifting away that time? Okay, there cannot be a drift. Did she land a flip?
Almost.
Tamia Ellison.
Almost.
Let's not be in the almost category anymore. You gotta make sure that you stay lined up and pass it through. Let it go as it passes through, but not before. Even on that walkthrough, your foot is leaving the ice prematurely. In 1 week, you're fired, right? Because you work for the USA now, and I'm just letting you know. Exactly.